G'day guys, what's cracking? 2Aussie here again. So, as promised, I'm going to have a go at doing this chip base pizza, potato chip base. As they're the chips from the last video, I saved quite a few. Because they've been sitting in the fridge and it's the next day, I reckon, because they are going to be pretty hard, I'm going to whack them in the microwave for a couple of minutes, soften them up, chuck them in this springform pan. Haven't got, then this is going to be a very weird looking pizza, or very weird ingredients, because I sort of didn't think this through much. All I thought about was how I'm going to do this base, but I haven't got much ingredients. I did say that I was going to use that seafood stick. That's it, cut up. I happen to have a bit of bacon, got some mushroom, and a little bit of El Toro from Aldi, of course, a salsa dip. So I might use that for the sauce. We'll whack these in the microwave. Actually, you know what? No, wait till they come out. And then we'll put a bit of mozzarella on it. Got the masher, we're going to mash them up. And apparently it's a good idea, once you mash it up, to push it down with something to flatten it. And then we'll build our exquisite pizza. Now, let's hope and pray this works. It may not be exquisite. And I'll tell you what, guys, if it doesn't work, I'll just whack it all in a bowl and we'll just eat it anyway. So, but because if nothing else, there should be some phantasmagorical flavors going on here. And these guys are full of chicken salt. So let's whack them in the microwave. Then we'll build it, put it into the, well, I'm going to do it in the air fryer. That could be another disaster, but let's see about that when we get there. So I'll whack these in the microwave and I'll get back to you shortly. Well, they look a bit different now that they've been heated up. And you know the drill. Can't help myself. Gotta have a chip. So, whack them all in. Hopefully there'll be enough. And let's start the mashing. Very greasy. Well, it's looking like it's not going to work. Or am I right or am I wrong? It's starting to happen a bit. Got to put a bit of elbow grease into it, I think. Ugh. Come on, you can do it. You know what, I'll leave it at that. There's a couple there that aren't quite mashed up, but what the hell. Getting it off there's the hard part. Now someone did make a comment when I suggested I was going to do this on my last video, that you could use mashed potato. And I don't doubt that. It probably would be a lot easier than trying to mash this stuff up too, but this is what we're doing tonight. Maybe I'll try mashed potato another time. It's not going to be a very thick base. I thought it would spread out better than that. Now, apparently, and I could be wrong, but it's supposed to be a good idea to get a surface like that and push it down. Well, let's see how that goes. Not working out too good. Oh man, this is a disaster. It's all sticking in there, I think. Well, we've got a bit of a disaster here, guys. But I reckon we can sort it. You know what? Let's just use the spoon, see how that goes. You know what? I reckon I can just do it with my hand. It's taken maximum effort and a lot of hard work, but it's starting to look like something, so we'll put the ingredients on. I'll put some of this salsa on, cheese, all this stuff, and then we'll whack it in the air fryer. Stay tuned. Alright, let's build this El Toro salsa. This got jalapenos and all sorts of stuff in it. It's like a salsa dip, so should be a good little flavour there. And I'll just put a bit of a spreading on there. But if nothing else, it's a weird looking base. extra cheese. What to put first? Let's put these guys on. I left the outside on them too. I didn't just take the seafood stick out of it. Let's whack them on. This is going to be the weirdest pizza I think anyone's ever seen, including me. Just enough there. Let's get some ham on. Bacon, sorry. Let's get some bacon on. I won't put all of that on, I don't think. Oh yeah, well, might as well make a pretty decent pizza. And this should be, hopefully, a totally awesome pizza. Let's get that in there. Let's get it all in there. Some mushroom. Now I didn't have much pizza type ingredients. Good thing I had some cheese there, but that's why we're making such a random pizza. But as long as it tastes good, that's all that matters. Ah, sola mia, ah la 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 la. Sorry guys, I shouldn't have started singing that. I don't even know the words. I think I'm Italian the way I'm going. Although I doubt too many Italians put seafood sticks on their pizza. Yeah, I'd love to see it. You know what? That'll do. We don't want to drown it with cheese. Or do we? Maybe we do. I love my cheese. Now for the big test. You know I've never bloody used this thing before. There we go. Is it going to work? There we go. Don't worry about those. Don't worry about too much about those cheeses. We'll just chuck them on. And there it is. Our little masterpiece. Oh, you know what? I forgot I was going to put some oil on the bottom, but those chips were that greasy. It'll be okay. And you know what? If it sticks to the bottom, I'll just eat it off the tray. We'll always find a way. Let's cook. So let's get this thing into the air fryer. I'm going to put it on. I'm just guesstimating here. I'm going to put it on for 15 minutes at 180. Let's do it. Please pray for me, guys. I think I'm going to need it. Just getting it in there is going to be hard enough. Very careful. It's a very delicate operation. Let's do it. Is that 15? Yep, let's go. Let's check it out. The moment of truth. It looks pretty dark. Now, this time I might just pull the whole rack out and we'll check it out. Could be easier that way. Well, it's very dark. It looks good. Looks like it totally eats our pizza. I'm not feeling confident. Actually, you know what? Get here. Work around it a bit. Let's see how that goes. See half the chip's still stuck on the bottom. Anyway, not to worry. Actually, let's go around a bit more because that looks like it's coming off. So, again, not some of my best work. Oh, we didn't leave too much on there, so I guess that's not too bad. Look at that one. Still almost a whole chip. Better have a chip. Let's scrape all that on there. Don't want to waste that, especially that beautiful chicken salt on it. Well, guys, as I thought, a little bit of a disaster, but well worth a try. Better cut it up, now because it's not that big. I reckon I'll just cut it into 4. Probably not going to work, but we'll find out. Oh, a bit of a crunch there. So there it is, all cut up. Now for me, I think letting it cool down a bit has helped, and I probably should have sprayed the bottom, but it's all worked out pretty good so far. But for me, the big test now will be, can you actually pick a piece up? Oh, that's still hot. Now, even though it's not in a good way, I could pick it up. It's falling apart in my fingers, so Might be better off eating this with a knife and fork. Now, some people do eat pizza with knife and fork. Time for the moment of truth. Come on, let's get it. I think the more it cools down, the better it's going. It's not so bad. It is actually bloody hot, so it's hard to hold. Actually, here we go. Let's do it anyway. I probably should have let it cool down a bit. So it hasn't worked out too bad, but just to save any more mess, I probably will eat the rest with a fork, but that's pretty decent. So I reckon I've surprised myself here. It does taste pretty good, but I probably wouldn't have went with the salsa with this because it's got the chicken salt. But I didn't have much ingredients to choose from, so I had to go with what I had. Maybe I could have put none. But a pretty decent feed. I've got cheese all over me. So I won't put you through watching me eating any more of that. It is a bit of a struggle. There's probably things I could have done differently, but for a first attempt, I don't reckon it's turned out too bad. Pretty decent pizza, if you like that sort of thing. So guys, that's our potato chip based pizza. A little bit of a winner, not too bad. I won't rate it for value. Well, I can't rate it for value, but well, I probably could try and work it out. But I'm not going to rate it for taste because it was pretty random stuff and I didn't think it would taste that great. It's okay, it's decent. So it's a pretty eat well pizza. I probably won't ever do it again, but it was worth giving it a try. So guys, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. That's a pretty messy one. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And remember, you can never be too Aussie. Hooroo, and stay fresh.